guys, so today I'm going to be doing the first time tag. I'm excited. I thought the questions were good, and since you guys still don't know a ton about me since my channel is fairly new. Oh shoot, I have a hair. Okay. I thought those would be good so you guys can learn a little bit more about me. So, okay, the first question is, what was your first tweet? And I didn't know how to figure out how to find my first tweet because I was like, I'm not about to scroll down 3,000 tweets to find my first tweet. That's just not gonna happen. Too much work. And then I tweeted and I was like, can someone find my first tweet? No such luck. No one. People were like, people tweeted me back and they were like, ain't nobody got time for that. And I was like, I know, it's true. But then I discovered that you can get like a timeline or whatever of your tweets sent to your email. So I had that. And my first tweet was to my friend Billy, and it said, Billy Gaudreau rocks my socks. So that was my first tweet. And yeah, do you still talk to your first love? No, I do not. And I guess first love, I'm just gonna say that's my first boyfriend. I don't talk to him anymore. What was your first YouTube video? My first YouTube video was just a vlog. I went to IKEA and stuff, so, and that was a fun one. And it's so funny looking back, like I had no idea what I was doing. Like I put music throughout the whole thing, and yeah, it was just wrong. It was just really, really wrong, but that's okay. I'm learning now. What's your first Facebook profile picture? I can't show you, it's too embarrassing. Actually, I looked before I did this and it's not like super bad, but it's like kind of bad, but I will put it in right here. First person you subscribe to on YouTube. I definitely subscribed to Ellen Blair first. Yeah, so those were the first people I subscribed to. What was your first alcoholic drink? Well, I'm 19, so I don't drink, obviously, because it's against the law in the United States, but I have had an alcoholic beverage legally when I was in the Caribbean. I was with my parents, and we were at Margaritaville, and my friend and I were on the trip with my parents. It was me, my friend McKenna, and my mom and my dad. And we decided that we were gonna go get a drink because it was legal and we could. And this was like my first drink ever. And we decided to get Mai Tais, which was not a good idea because Mai Tais aren't fun. And I learned my lesson. So that was my first alcoholic drink. But it was legal and I kind of regret it actually. What was your first job? I can't really remember my first job. I was trying to think about this. I think it was like a small catalog company that shot like downtown, and I would do it once a week, and my mom would drive me and like help me like get dressed and stuff with all the different clothes, so that's fun to look back on. What was your first car? My first car is just a white four-door sedan, nothing special. Still have it. Who was the first person to text you today? Oh shoot, I have to look and see. My dad. Hey Remy, give me a call. Solid text. I called him, it was great. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? Obviously my dad, because I looked at my phone and I saw a text from him, so my dad. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I think my first time going on an airplane, we were going to Hawaii with my family. We went to Hawaii like a few times a year when I was younger. My parents just love it there. So it was definitely the first place I went. On my first airplane ride. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk? My first best friend was Olivia. You guys saw the best friend tag, or if you didn't, I'll link it below. But she's my first best friend and we still talk every single day and I see her all the time. Who was your first sleepover? My first sleepover was for my friend Caroline's birthday party, and we pulled an all-nighter, and it was my first like experience pulling an all-nighter, having a sleepover, whatever, being away from my parents even. I think I was in 8th grade, which I know probably sounds weird. You guys are probably like, wow, super attached to her parents, but yeah, I just never really was interested in having sleepovers. But when I was in 8th grade, I manned up and I went to my first sleepover, and it was like a birthday party and it was a lot of fun. Mick Jagger, you were biting my toes and it hurt. What was the first thing you did this morning? I showered after calling my dad. What was the first concert you ever went to? My first concert was NSYNC, and it was so much fun. Literally the best night of my life, and I can like remember it so clearly, and it was forever ago. But I used to love NSYNC. Justin Timberlake was my boyfriend, always. What was your first broken bone? My first broken bone, I was in preschool, and I just jumped off the jungle gym. I thought I was gonna be fine, but I wasn't, and I broke my arm. So that was not good. When was your first piercing? I just had my ears pierced, and those are my first piercings. What was the first foreign country you've gone to? The first foreign country I've gone to was England. I'm 99% sure because we did like a trip where we went to England, then we went to Barcelona, then we went on a cruise. I'm pretty sure it was England first. Yes, we were in London. First movie you remember seeing? It'd be like Little Mermaid, I'm pretty sure, yeah. When was your first detention? I have never had a detention, not one. So I'm a good girl. But maybe that's because I was homeschooled in high school, so maybe that's why I didn't ever get a detention. Maybe if I had an opportunity to get one, I would have, but I've never had one, so that is that. Who was your first roommate? My first roommate, I didn't just have one, I had 1, 2, 3. I had 4 roommates. When I was living at Chapman in the dorms, it was Alexine, Nikki, Megan, and Marie. And I only lived with them for like 3 months before I moved to LA, but I'm still really close with Alexine. I still talk to her all the time and I miss her, so hi Alexine if you're watching this. But yeah, so those were my first roommates. If you had one wish, what would it be? I would wish for world peace, obviously. What was the first sport you were involved in? My first sport was soccer, and I'm kind of athletically challenged. I'm not very good at sports. I'm good at walking, if that's a sport. But yeah, was soccer, and my dad coached the team, so that was fun. We were called the Green Mean Fighting Machines, and we had green jerseys, and it was very cool. What is the first thing you do when you get home? First thing I do when I get home is check on Mick Jagger because I hate leaving him alone. I hate it. I try to bring him with me everywhere as much as I can, but obviously if I'm going to an audition or something, I don't, you know, it's kind of hard to bring him because he has so much energy and then I have to ask him to like to hold him and stuff. So I try to, you know, take him with me as much as possible. But when I can't, he's definitely the first thing I check on or like do when I get home. What's your first kiss? Okay, so my first kiss was my freshman year of high school, and it was at winter formal. I was 15, and yeah, so magical. Oh my god, this is so awkward. I'm getting uncomfortable. I'm 19 and I can't talk about my first kiss. I'm like giggling like a little schoolgirl. That is like kind of embarrassing. But it was great. It was good. So winter formal. So that is all I'm gonna say about it because I am so uncomfortable right now. I don't know why. I'm 12 years old. Anyway, okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see any more tag videos. Leave it in the comment below. Make sure to like this video or share it with your friends, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Mick Jagger got a haircut. It's kind of funny, but we still love him. Do 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 do.